ready for this? I don't think I'm ready for this. I'm excited. Hi, I am Heidi with the Osborne Experience, and I am so excited today to go over some of my favorite Osborne books. The first I'm going to start with is the Mamma Jamma of all Osborne science books. This is the Osborne Science Encyclopedia. What's an encyclopedia? Is that Google? Is that Wikipedia? No. This is the most useful piece of scientific literacy that your little student is going to be able to use in their educational years. This encyclopedia is only $19.99. Look at it. It's huge, and it's got a durable flexi binding. Look at this book. Look at that imagery. Everything from cars and motorcycles to stars, lenses and mirrors, classifying plants, parts of the body, animal cells, and the respiratory system, and so much more. Pretty much everything and anything they're going to be studying in science up through high school. This book has a QR code on every single page. All you need to do is scan the QR code with your smartphone or your tablet, and it will bring you directly to websites with video clips and more information on what you were just reading about. What about if you don't have a smartphone or a tablet? No problem. The recommended websites can also be viewed from any computer. These Osborne quick links are screened for safety and updated for current accuracy. They even contain downloadable pictures from the book. Some other things that you can do with these Osborne quick links are design your own roller coaster and find out more about forces, explore the surface of Mars with a robot rover, discover unusual creatures that live at the bottom of the ocean, and watch video clips about the world's smallest particle. This book will be a constant source of reference for your little scientist through their entire educational career. We also have the Illustrated Dictionary of Science. Look at that guy. How fantastic is that? Again, a flexi binding that'll hold up to lots of studying. It contains scientific terms for physics, chemistry, and biology. And your student can go ahead and find a topic they're learning about, such as energy, machines, sound waves, rates of reaction, or muscles. And as they read through, they'll be able to better understand key terms through simple, straightforward language and amazing illustrated visuals. It even names all of the main arteries and veins. Gosh, so glad I'm not in school still. There's also a glossary as well as an index to get them to the page they want quickly. For a fun nighttime reading book, we have What's Science All About? This is a combined volume of our what is biology all about, what is chemistry all about, and what is physics all about. Again, nice and thick with a flexi binding, with interesting pages on the history of medicine using cartoons, the parts of a plant with beautiful photography, a history on how chemicals have changed the world. It goes into detail about all the different elements of the periodic table, from reactive metals to transition metals, nonmetals, metalloids, and carbon, with really interesting background and information on each of them. It even goes into the types of reactions that they're studying in chemistry, but instead of presenting it in a dry, boring format, this is going to keep your student interested and give them a better understanding of what they're studying. So, use it as a textbook, use it as a reference book, use it as supplemental information, or for those budding scientists, use it as a leisure reading book. So good. We also have an amazing hardback on the story of science, all about the history of this amazing subject. From planet Earth to space, physics, chemistry, numbers and counting, living things, the human body, and prehistoric finds. This is for a little bit younger of a reader or an older reader who just wants some quick, easy interesting information on one of their favorite subjects. Great side notes, beautiful illustrations, awesome cartoons. Such a great educational book. Next, we have the Usborne Mysteries and Marvels of Science with internet links. With these internet links in this specific book, your student will be able to zoom into atoms and investigate scale, see brain-bending animated optical illusions and discover how they work, watch video clips of hurricanes and tornadoes, experiment with sound and listen to whales, explore gravity and black holes, and so much more. This book is again another beautiful flexi binding with 2-page spreads on interesting topics and information that they may not have read in their textbook. This goes a little bit outside of the textbook and into some of the more fascinating and interesting aspects of science. On top of the information that they need to know for class, such as absolute freezing and the absolute zero scale, and cold science, cool things about electrical charge, and light. It even gets into the science of computers. So again, stuff that they're not going to find in the textbook in their class. Things that a real, true science lover would love to know. And for our little scientists, we have the very first Encyclopedia of Science. So cool. We even use this as a bedtime book, and my 5.5-year-old just likes to thumb through the pages and see all the really great photography in this book. How fun is that? Oh my gosh, so beautiful. This is also great for an elementary reader to read on their own, maybe during quiet time or any time really. This is also a great classroom resource. We also have the Illustrated Elementary Science Dictionary for younger students than the larger dictionary, with smaller chunks of text and more pictures. Look how great that is. Perfect for elementary students who need a little more help outside of the classroom on their scientific reading and their scientific knowledge. Look at, they even have the test for color blindness. It goes into famous scientists, forces with key terms, and chunks of interesting information. This is even helpful for some of your high school students who just need things explained in simple terms. Beautiful, beautiful book. We have a great science activity book. This is not a science book. This is where science and creativity and art go hand in hand. They can do really cool things like make a bone mobile. Who doesn't need a bone mobile? Learn about the science behind spinning by building a rotocopter. They can work on their memory with a memory game and find out how heat is generated from motion with this spinning snake mobile. So, don't let them know that this is a science book. This is not a science book. This is a super fun, super educational activity book. And finally, two of my favorites. We have 50 science things to do and make. We use this all summer long. We use this on weekends. Such fun science activities, not just experiments, but activities as well. Oh, look at that. There's the sinking diver. What a great, small, spiral-bound book that they can maneuver in their own, that looks delicious, that they can maneuver with their own hands. Discover how your brain is influenced by word and pictures. There's activities, there's discovery, there's building, but most importantly, there's fun and interaction with you. Finally, the piece de resistance is 365 science activities. Science activity for every day of the year. Doesn't get much better than that. You can talk about surface tension when you build little bugs that walk on water. You can create different instruments for sound experiments. Who doesn't love to make slime and goo? You can build a windsock and look at the direction of wind movement. You can dry leaves and make leaf presses. You can study the different types of leaves. You can have some fun with moving images and maybe even make your own movie. You can bend lights. Heck, you can make invisible ink. How cool is that? Don't let the pirates know where the treasure is. Make your own kites. You can even build your own ramps to test friction. Awesome. This one's one of my favorites. We do the dye and milk experiment kind of on the reg. So this book is huge with 365 different experiments for you to enjoy and investigate and have quality time learning with your kids. I promise you're going to learn stuff too, whether you like it or not. In this beautiful, thick, glossy, spiral-bound book that you can just wipe off after all your goo gets on it. Look at that. Let's grow some vegetables. Oh, just a beautiful, beautiful book for any home. So I hope that helps you decide which Usborne book is best for your budding scientist. And let's pretend I'm your universal science teacher, because I really feel that I am. Trust me, your scientist needs every single one of these books, if you know what's good for them. Just kidding. Thanks again for watching another one of my videos. You can find me at theusborneexperience.com to shop and browse the books, and the Usborne Experience with Heidi on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks for watching. Now go do a science experiment. It's good for you.